Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ferry Flight Channel. This is the first in our set of series around the planet. In this mission, we will be delivering a Cessna 172 from Saint-Hubert Airport in Quebec to Douglas Mccurdy in Nova Scotia. It is 587 miles journey, and we will divide it into 5 legs. And the first leg will be from Saint-Hubert Airport to Stephen A. Bean Municipal Airport. It is located in the Rangeley Lake region in the US. And then from Rangeley, we will fly to Bangor International and then St. John, Charlottetown to reach our final destination, Douglas Mccurdy. Clear sky today in our city of departure. The wind is 240 at 14, gusting 19. We also have clear sky in the Rangeley Lake region, and the wind is 300 at 5, which is good, perfect for landing. Nothing to worry about in regard to the weather. Now this is a flight plan briefing. We're going to take off runway 24 right, fly to waypoint Dunnup, Ebdad, and then Toxel. From Toxel, we're going to perform an RNAV approach, which will take us to Shiny, then Zemsi, and from Zemsi we're going to turn right, going downwind to runway 32, make a base leg, and then turn final. Now let's start our pre-flight checklist. The pre-flight inspection. Aircraft document is checked. The parking brake, it is set on. Ignition, let's check that one, it is off. Avionic bus 1 and 2, they are off. The battery switch is on. Fuel quantity indicator, both tanks are full. Low fuel left and right, off. Avionic switch bus 1 and 2 going on. Avionic cooling fan is audible. Avionic bus 1 and 2 off. Static pressure altitude source valve is off. Annunciator panel, let's test this one. They're working now. Okay, working annunciator panel. Fuel selector should be on both tanks. It is. Fuel shut off valve is open. Flaps going down. Now let's check visually. The left one is going down. Confirmed going down. Let's check the right one. It is also down, so flaps down, check. Pitot heat turn on. Let's turn it back off. Let's just pretend it's working. Battery switch going off. Elevator trim, let's check this manually. It is neutral. Now the pre-flight inspection is complete. Now when it comes to the flight plan entering into the GPS, I'm simply gonna wrap it up because I don't want the video to be too long. Now we will be flying at an altitude of 6,000 and flying the waypoint that I have listed earlier during the flight plan briefing. Let's now switch to the automatic terminal information service.
Saint-Hubert Airport information Golf 1900 Zulu. Wind 244 at 17. Visibility 9er. Sky condition, few clouds at 6,500 feet. Temperature 25. 2.10. Altimeter 29.99er. Visual runway 24 left and ILS runway 24 right in use. Landing and departing runway 24 left and runway 24 right.
Flight plan is fully entered into the GPS. Let's request clearance.
Ground start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November with golf request taxi for takeoff departing straight out.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November taxi to and hold short of runway 24 right via taxiway Alpha cross runway 24 left Bravo cross runway 06 left Bravo Delta Hotel. Contact tower on 118 decimal for when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 24 right via taxiway Alpha cross runway 24 left Bravo cross runway 06 left Bravo Delta Hotel start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November.
Runway 24 right is confirmed. Now let's look around the aircraft. Now we have no obstacle before requesting pushback.
Ground start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November requesting pushback.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November pushback request accepted.
Ground start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November, your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Ground start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November requesting the end of pushback.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November request to end pushback received.
Pushback complete. Now let's go through the checklist before starting engine. Pre-flight inspection is complete. Seat belts on. Electrical equipment, let's turn them off. All the avionic and avionic, they all off. Fuel selector both tanks. Fuel shut-off valve is open. Starting engine checklist. Throttle is open, quad an inch. Mixture cut off. Propeller area is clear. The battery switch is on. Beacon light is on. It is right here. Cool, got it. Mixture should be rich. Let's turn on the parking brake. Auxiliary fuel pump is on. Going on for 3 seconds normally, but mixture should now be leaned. It is lean and fit ready to brake. Now let's start the engine. Well, we have a good engine start. That's it. Ignition is start. Mixture should go rich. Now after engine start checklist, the throttle should check it to 1000 RPM, which it is now. Oil pressure is checked. Alternator should come on. Arm mirror is checked. Avionic should come back on. Radio is already on. The transponder go standby. Flaps should come back up. Always visually check if they are really coming back up. Yep, which they are. So flaps up checked. Heading indicator. Let's see, according to the airport layouts, I'm gonna have to check this one. I have noticed that sometimes it is changing. Sometimes you have to really reset it. I don't know if it does it in real life, maybe, probably, but I'm not sure. Altimeter was set. Attitude indicator is good. Taxi light should come on. Landing light as required. Strobe light, in this case they say on, but I don't know. I think that strobe light should come on right before entering the runway, but let's turn it on. Now parking brake go off, and now we're gonna start taxiing and check the rest of the checklist. We got to the brakes, the rudder, turn indicator. So the rudder is working. We can really move the plane using the rudder. Now checked the brake differential is also working. Visually looking at all these things, the turn indicator is working, the heading is working, the compass also is working. So all these things should be checked like in a row. Now let's check both sides before crossing the runway.
Cessna Charlie Golf Tango Alpha Uniform Taxi to parking. Cessna Charlie Golf Tango Alpha Uniform Taxi to General Aviation Parking via Taxiway Charlie Cross Runway 28 Alpha. Taxiing to General Aviation Parking using Taxiway Charlie Cross Runway 28 Alpha Cessna Tango Alpha Uniform.
Nothing coming from the right and nothing coming from the left, so we're clear to cross. Now, before entering the runway, we're gonna have to run the run-up checklist, and for that we're gonna reach that area over there, just ahead. Make a U-turn to face the wind direction, and then perform the run-up. All these checklists, I think it's in the coming videos. I won't be including them because I don't want the video to be too long. Again, I don't want that. 30 minutes at the max, and I'm afraid this one will be longer than that. So we're gonna stop here and run the run-up checklist. Parking brake is set. Pilot and passenger seat belts up. Good. Seat belts on. Flight control free. Left is free. Right, the rudder. Let's go. Flight instruments is set. All working. Let's check for the heading. Good. Facing 24. Fuel quantity indicator check. Mixture is rich. Fuel selector is on both. Autopilot engaged, and then the flight control should be moved against the autopilot, and autopilot disconnected. Good. So flight control good. Check moved against AP. Autopilot is off. Throttle going to 1800 RPM. And then the magneto should be switched to 150 RPM max decrease. Magneto 50 RPM max difference. And then coming back to both for the magnetos. Vacuum gauge is checked. Oil pressure checked. Oil temperature also. Ammeter is good. Annunciator panel is clear. Engine throttle back to 600 RPM. Now before takeoff checklist. The radio is set. Avionic is set. Nav GPS switch. Going GPS. Transponder going altitude. Autopilot is off. Elevator trim set. Takeoff. I'm gonna leave it neutral. Flaps going down to 10 degrees. Cabin windows closed and locked. Parking brake released.
Tower start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November ready for departing straight out at runway 24 right.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November altimeter 29.9991244 at 17. Straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 24 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 24 right start fish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November.
Takeoff clearance, we approved to take off. Now the landing light should come on, fuel pump also. Let's go now, let's do it. Left is clear, right is clear. Let's go now. Power set. Playing with the rudder. We have the wind effect already. Airspeed's alive. $40. 50. 60. Rotate. Positive climb. The wind was not that difficult. I think it's because we had it was a headwind. Flaps going up. Now we're having a little bit of wind gust hitting the airplane. We can really feel it. I'm adjusting right now. Is a mistake that I have made. I should have set the altitude on the ground before taking off. Now I have to handle the airplane manually and then set the autopilot at the same time. This is something that I should have done on the ground before taking off. Okay, now we get the autopilot is set at 4,800 set. Now airspeed 785, more than that, but it's cool. Throttle full, mixture rich, engine gauge is checked. Taxi and landing light should come off. We are now above 1,000, so landing lights off, taxi light off. Mixture lean above 3,000. We haven't reached 3,000 yet.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November, leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November frequency change. Montreal approach Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November is type Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles southwest of Saint-Hubert, 1,800 feet. Request flight following.
Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November Montreal approach. Squawk 0071. Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November radar contact 5 miles southeast of Charlie Victor Papa to 2,000 feet. Altimeter 29.999er.
Roger Startfish, Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November.
Flying over the St. Laurent River with the city of Montreal to the right.
Montreal Center Cessna Charlie Golf November 2,200 feet. Cessna Charlie Golf November Montreal Center altimeter 30.01 continue as planned.
Stephen A. Bean Municipal Airport is untowered. We're going to use the radio communication to state our position and intention.
Bravo 0 traffic Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November, 20 miles west, 6,000 feet, inbound to land runway tree 2. Bravo 0 traffic Startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar, Bravo November, 13 miles southwest, 5,700 feet, inbound to land runway tree 2.
Descent checklist. The power as required. Mixture adjust. Altimeter is set. Nav GPS is on. Fuel selector is on both, and flaps as required. Reaching Zemsi with the airport right ahead of us. Now we're gonna turn right to go downwind leg runway 32, announce our position, base leg, and then final.
8 Bravo 0 traffic Starfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November is on downwind runway tree 2. Bravo 0 traffic Starfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November is on base runway tree 2.
Turning into final. Now this is the time to set the aircraft into a landing configuration.
Bravo 0 traffic Starfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November is on final runway tree 2 to land.
Autopilot off, going manual. The weather is perfect for landing as predicted in windy.com. Now we're going to be landing with a 70 knot speed, full flaps. Touchdown. Welcome to Rangeley. Slow down a little. Now we're gonna make a U-turn. Now the flaps can go up. Oh, I had my fuel pump on during the whole flight. Well, I should use it during takeoff and right before landing, but it's okay. Exit left and announce runway clear.
Bravo 0 traffic startfish Charlie minus Golf Oscar Bravo November is clear of the runway.
After landing checklist, flaps they up, landing lights can go off, the taxi lights as required, strobe they off, elevator trim reset to neutral, transponder can go standby. Narrow space to park. I think I'll be blocking the way. Gonna have to perform a loop right here. Slow down. And good. Let's set the parking brake on. It was a nice weather to fly with no troubles at all. And our next leg is going to be Rangeley to Bangor International. Thank you so much for bearing with us and see you next time.